Did you notice that when you draw eyebrows, the first eyebrow is not the same as the second one? And it looks like the eyebrows of two completely different people? Well, in this video, I will tell you the reason and how to fix it. In a few previous videos, we had an eyebrow tutorial where I taught you this eyebrow along with some tips and techniques. So if you haven't seen the previous video, the link is in the description box below, so make sure to check that. This is my reference photo for today's tutorial. The eyebrows of this model are in a front view, so I draw a straight line using my mechanical pencil. I always emphasize that for drawing the guidelines and construction lines, it is better to use H grades or HB pencil because they are lighter and you can draw thinner and lighter strokes. So if we make a mistake somewhere, they can be erased more easily. Pay attention to the size and distance between the two eyebrows, and the proportions and size of each one. If it's too difficult for you to determine the size visually, you can use your pencil as a measuring tool. Also, pay attention to the shape of the eyebrows when drawing. In the previous video, I gave a brief explanation about the different parts of the eyebrow. So when drawing the second eyebrow, you should pay attention to the length, size, and the proportions of the first eyebrow. I mean, for example, use the same size and proportion you drew for the first eyebrow's head or tail and do the same amount for the second one. In order to give a better symmetry to the drawing, you can draw a smooth, faint line from the head of the first eyebrow to the second. Same goes for the tail or peak of the eyebrow, until we get the proportions right. After drawing the construction lines, erase the extra lines with a regular eraser or a kneaded one, and make the outlines a little bit lighter. Now shade the entire eyebrows separately with an HB pencil. Apply an even and consistent layer without putting too much pressure on the pencil. Try to keep your strokes close to each other to have an even layer of graphite and fill the empty spaces as much as possible. After shading, blend the layer slightly with a brush or tissue to make it smooth. With the same HB pencil, I start drawing the strokes. Since in the previous video, I fully explained how to draw the eyebrow and each individual strand of hair, I won't repeat it again here. But an important point that must be repeated and it's better to pay attention to is the sharpness of the pencil. So either keep the tip of your pencil sharp, or if you're lazy like me, you can use a mechanical pencil with different shades. I fill in the empty areas of the eyebrow. And as I said before, I draw different strokes in each part of the eyebrow according to the different shapes and the directions of the hair. After using HB pencil, I use my mechanical pencil to add more details and draw delicate lines. Make the eyebrows darker and thicker layer by layer and complete it gradually. Working layer by layer helps you avoid accidental mistakes that may happen during the process. I recommend you to work on both eyebrows at the same time and complete a bit of the left eyebrow, leave it halfway and go to the right eyebrow. And repeat this process until your muscle memory creates the same strokes and the same rhythm and quality of each stroke. Because each person, according to the form, condition, and thickness of the hair, has his own unique rhythm. And following these points helps to make the shape of the eyebrow symmetrical. So just as we drew the outlines almost symmetrically with the guidelines, we should try to keep the rhythm of the lines and make our strokes the same. This technique is very important, especially in drawing faces. The body of the eyebrow is darker than other areas. To create this darkness, you can use the 6B pencil and gradually give darker values to the eyebrow. Of course, this person's eyebrows seem to have very little thin hair, and it is obvious that she used a little makeup to make her eyebrows thicker and darker. That's why they look so symmetrical. Normally, two eyebrows of the same person are never completely alike, and this difference may be more visible in one person and less in someone else. Usually because women always clean the edges and use makeup to make their eyebrows look more symmetrical, this difference is less noticeable in their face. So if you're a beginner, I recommend you to go for less challenging examples and choose a simpler reference for yourself. Preferably female eyebrows, because they're more consistent and regular and not too messy or scattered. That's why I actually chose this reference for this tutorial. After you master it, you can gradually increase the level of difficulty to challenge yourself. And that's it for today's tutorial. Till next video, bye!